Peace and power, peace and power, peace and power. I thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. A divine mind knows, a divine mind shows. All things work in divine order, all things work in divine order, all things work in divine order. Peace and power to the people to struggle. As you come on in, know that this is a safe space. Know that this is a space for learning and getting learned up. Know that this is a space for educating and being educated. Know that this is a space for conversation, questions and answers, comments and concerns, a space for dialogue, a space for intelligence and of integrity. Your space is a space of love, a space of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Yes, a space of power, justice, and rule. This is your space, a space where we are working on a united path towards true liberation. As my classroom assistants come on in, please keep all contact information in the chat throughout and for the duration of class. Please keep all funding information, funding hashtags, nicknames, apps. Yes, apps that are cash, grams with money. Unions that are Western. Yeah. Pals that pay. Tides, zakat. Yeah, all that. War effort. Fund the war effort. We are at war. Consistently at war. If you or anybody you know is in need of anger management, please book an assessment. Don't wait till it's too late. Don't wait until you on the floor of the bodega with your grippers high in the air. Showing all type of under things, vagisil and all that. Don't wait until it's too late. Don't wait until you're at the bowling alley getting dragged down the lanes. It's too late. Don't wait until your kids say, I can't stand you, mommy. Daddy, you always causing trouble. It's too late. When HR give you that pink slip, book an assessment. Find out what your triggers are so you can woosah. If you or anybody you know is in need of a domestic violence intervention, please book an assessment. Stop getting them elder in-laws tight and going to the church and praying over you. Yeah, cut it out. Stop getting the itchy finger cousins nervous. Okay? Y'all need to straighten it out. Stop cutting up. If you or anybody you know is in need of an intimate relationship abuse counseling and consultations, book an assessment. Book an assessment. Learn the behaviors that should alarm you, the warning signs. Yes, the characters and characteristics that should heighten your awareness. Damn, I thought I locked that box. Sure is funny that it's open. Yeah. Damn, I could have sworn it was 6 kitchen knives in that thing over there. I only see 4. Listen, don't wait. Listen, get it together. Okay? Yeah. Learn the people, the places, the conversations, the events that should have your alertness levels on high. Remember, with this information in life that you save could be your own. What's going on? Yeah, I know y'all outside. Yeah, I know y'all shaking y'all 1-2s. Listen, the weather's going to be nice. And this is the time when people start cutting class. And ooh, woe is your ass. 55s will cause you to fail a semester. Yes, it will. It certainly will. Break that bad habit. That's how come you had to get your GED in the first place, because you was cutting class. Not because you ain't know the work. Your ass start cutting. Spring and summer, going to hooky parties, playing in each other grippers. You grown now. Cut it out. Bring your ass to class. Okay? We got some tagging to do. Who we tagging? Yeah, we got some tagging to do. We got some tagging to do, damn it. Somebody tag old Miss Netta Sharp. Shannon the Shay. Tag him. Y'all didn't tell me that that girl was 20 now, which means she was in her teens during the allegations. Tag Shannon. Tell him to bring his ass back to class. We got an update in Georgia. Georgia! Yes, come to class, Georgia. We need y'all here present. Pan-Africanists, come to class. We need you all. We got some questions. We got some questions that need to be answered. Some by some of you sitting in class today. Where do we sit? Let's go. DoeChii is modeling while intoxicated. Appears to be. Showing grippers under the influence. Doesn't look like a happy camper. No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't. They didn't even have the decency to give her a good pair of shoes. They gave her some leather socks without the toes in it. Tell DoeChii to come to class. Tag her. Who else we got here? Oh, yeah. Because if we tagging Unc, Shay, Shannon, the Sharpie, we got to tag Terrence Crawford. Tell Bud to get on up in here. Yeah, Bud. Let's go. Yeah, because that was looking a little weird for me. And the Wu actors. The actors from Wu-Tang Saga. Yeah. Come on, Sadiq and whatever the other boy named. Come on. Come on. Yeah, with your Roy G. Bibbs asses. Let's go. Bring them to class. Now, tag your other classmates. Let's see who's in class and who ain't. Who's here, damn it? The youngin' Tierra Green, first in class. Yeah, T. Jersey's in the spot. Cookie. Oh, Cookie. God damn it. Cookie made it. Philip Boone. Block Monster. What's going on? JV Pierre. Yes. Hot cross. What up? Yeah. We heard your beat, man. We heard it. Yeah. Bam. Philly in the building. What's going on? As Beckles, London is in the building from across the pond. Yes. Overseas, we got London in the building. Yeah. As Beckles get a 55. 55. As Beckles 55. Magic 55. Yeah. Corey Grant, what's going on? Salute. We see you up in here, sir. Did you get your money in? I got legs, and that's why I'm a little late today. These things is on fire. We see you. Philly Threats, what up, Chris? What's going on, Andre Jones? We see you. Yes, what's going on? Mark Hines, what up, Versace Broccoli? Angels in the spot. GB, what up? Big Red Shaolin, we see you. Uptown Dre. Charles, what up, Charles? We see you. Felipe, Pacte Philippe and all that. What's going on? The DC Cairo, Mississippi. What's going on? We see you up in the spotty spot. What's going on? Hood Center highlights. Yeah, we see you. What's going on? Huh? George. What up, George? We see you, lovely lady. Yeah, Heart Tunes TV. Eric Carlos, 55 for the Riverwalk. Got him. Got him. That's right. Sam Houston is in the building. What up, Eric? We see you, Mr. Mac. 1, 2, 3, 55. Mr. Mac, 55. Got him, y'all. Willie Bethel. Jeff Sparks. What up? Elusive Views. Yes. Y'all up in here, Construction Site Media TV. Yeah. Leah. What up, Leah? Deb. What up, Deborah? What up? We see you. Yes. Huh? What's going on? Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. What's going on? Yeah, we see all y'all coming to class. That's what's up. Ortiz, 55. Yeah, we see you. Yeah, sneaking and sliding up in here. Yeah, we see you, we see you, we see you. Yeah, let's get to it, boy. Let's get to it. Gene, Ali, came you. What up, Canada's in the building. The first responders is up. Y'all up saving lives. Bernie, what up, Bernie? Yeah, no doubt. CC, CC back in the heavy rotation. Okay, yeah, yeah. Kenny's on Holy Grail. Yo, we up in here. Oh, Lovelace. Let's get to it. Who's first, y'all? Who's first? Who's first? Do we get down to business, the important things in life, or do we have some rec first? Let it be known. Do we have a little bit of rec first, or do we get straight to business? Huh? Let's get straight to business. Let's get straight to business. Okay? Yeah, we got to. Because it's serious. This is something that we deal with in class all the time. Uptown Dre, much appreciation for the super chat. What's going on? Yo, support the cause, tribe. If we don't do it as individuals, whom will? Uptown salute. Much appreciation. We see you. Listen, straight to business. Look, okay, straight to business. That's what you want to do? Straight to business. We already have witnessed and are watching and are seeing and hearing, okay? The United States military, okay? Already on their bullshit, we knew it was coming. Making attempts, okay, to unalive, General Ibrahim, Burkina Faso. Now, we have to keep our eyes and ears open. Because this isn't the 60s, this isn't the 70s or the 80s. Most of us, the majority of us, are well read, well aware, have been active, and have to be in a space where the claims that we make through our mouth manifest through our actions. Deborah, much appreciation for the super chat. Okay? We cannot sit back and watch. Hakim, we see you. All right? We cannot watch. But there is a question that I always ask, that I've been asking when it comes to Pan-Africanism. Those who claim to be Pan-Africanists, here on the poor part of the planet, what does that look like? What does that look like? This isn't Stokely Carmichael here, okay? Kwame Ture. No, this isn't that. This isn't H. Rap Brown. You understand? This isn't John Henry Clark. Okay? This isn't Dr. Bang. This isn't Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad. Okay? This isn't Sonny Carson. I'm telling you, this isn't December 12th. When we are speaking of speak, right? When we are speaking of certain speak, when it comes to who we are, to what is in our DNA, to where we look, to research, to study, to give ourselves energy. How do we move in the space of Pan-Africanism? I'm telling you, this is not something that we can stutter step on. This is in real time. And it's going to cause many people to be shaken to their cores. The decisions have to be made right now, where you stand and what type of effort, physical effort, because this is serious business. This isn't no bullshit here. Who are you? And how do you move? Okay? Now, they are overseas, across the water, making alliances and allegiance, statements, supporting monetarily and physically because they see what's going on. All right? So now we know in South Africa, yes, the young, vibrant comrade, Julius, okay, is making statements based on what he's seeing. In his statement, okay, off of his Twitter account, as the spokesperson for the EFF, he's stating, we condemn the West's continued interference in African nations' affairs and their attempts to control our resources. When he's saying the West, he's saying here, specifically, not so much concerned with Europe. Europe is in disarray. They're not solid. Okay? They're going through their own troubles right now. They're talking about over here. Because so far, Europe is trying to figure it out. Okay, ever since Brit and these nations of dark, melanated, strong warriors have been putting in that work, Europe has been shook. France is up out of there. Spain ain't looking. They don't want nothing, right? We know Russia is going through it with the Ukraine, Ireland, Germany. Listen, they don't want no smoke. It's too much going on. So when he's saying the West, he's talking about this here specifically, who really need to go put their robbery game down. This is all this is a robbery. Making an attempt to extort. Okay? That's all this is. So when he's saying we condemn the West's continued interference in African nations' affairs and their attempts to control our resources, the EFF supports Captain Traore's efforts to reclaim Burkina Faso's gold for the benefit of its people and to resist neo-colonial pressures. Understand that. Okay? This is very significant. The EFF described the U.S. allegations as part of a broader pattern of Western meddling in African governance, warning that such narratives are designed to delegitimize leaders who reject foreign domination. I told you this is the same war. Roman Empire. Yeah, the Romans, Caligula and all that. What Clive Davis taught the Puffster, the Freak-Offs, the Roman Empire, still waging war on melanated peoples, okay? Trying to delegitimize the way they did, to Idi Amin, the way they did to Patrice Lumumba, Jomo Kenyatta, and Muammar Gaddafi, everyone who made these attempts to make sure that the resources, natural, on that part of the planet stays with the people. Reaffirming its support for Traore, the party praised his commitment to redirecting national gold revenues towards security and development goals. See, this is what these Negroes over here that's in the sports and entertainment, they don't have a clue. They got y'all reaching for bags and cars and rubber breasts. You understand? They don't get it. They told you in Baby Boy, right? Yeah, bullets, butter, and all that. They told you, I still didn't listen. Y'all don't get it. That none of that they have appreciates, and none of that what they have is about anything. Nothing. Nothing. Okay? Mansions, jewels, they little broad in a bubble BBL butt with the Versace full length summer skirts. None of that. That's not going to help. It matters none. It's valueless. Where are our people when it comes to this global effort to keep people who look like us from out of bondage and servitude to the OFE? Okay? The EFF emphasized that African countries must maintain the sovereign right to determine how their resources are utilized without external interference. This shouldn't even be an ask or a statement. However, the key for the sovereigns over there and what is being recognized as Africa, that continent, the key to them being sovereign, right, is us. Y'all still don't get it. The whole world is waiting for us here in the belly to become a cancer so these people could stop doing what they're doing. Y'all don't get that. That is the disconnect between us and them. Because they looking like, what the hell are y'all doing over there? Y'all the ones who suffered the most and still suffering from this transatlantic slave movement. From y'all that was there, indigenous to the land already. From all the different layers. Y'all the key. They can't do nothing if you would just get right. Now, other statements said the EFF strongly rejects recent U.S. Senate allegations against Burkina Faso's president, Captain Ibrahim Traore. General Langley, commander of AFRICOM, alleged that Burkina Faso's mineral revenues were being used to sustain the ruling military regime. Now, they've been throwing that word out for a century, military regime. as if the US of A isn't a military regime. Everything about this part of the planet, this corporation, is military. This is a military post sustained by corporations. That's it. Still feeding Mother England. That's why they keep the royals in your face as if they mean something. That's why it is consistent distractions, like when the Pope passes away. Who fuck a Pope? How many of them dudes that came to the hood to make sure that we had fair and clean water, housing, wasn't being brutalized in the streets by police? You seen any Pope come through talking about that shit? They don't even know each other and they keep voting a new one in. That's a man. That's why they can't keep their hands off of people grippers. Sick. But they keep that in your face as if it means something. This is a military regime. Right here. Right here. So they throw that around as if you're going to consistently be asleep. Okay? From the EFF, the Burkinabe government, okay, strongly condemn General Langley's remarks, describing them as regrettable and gravely inaccurate. Okay? Gravely inaccurate. And in conclusion, okay, they are calling on all African nations to stand together in resisting neo-colonial efforts to dictate internal policies from abroad. So now, they're in a strong attempt to get rid of all of the borders of all of those countries within that continent to stand as one melanated nation. Okay? Why? Because conditions are dictating that they must do that. And as the general stated, we not going nowhere. We not backing down. If the West is successful, we will forever be slaves. Now, I don't know about y'all. I don't know about the clowns and the yahoos that y'all been listening to on social media for a decade and a half, talking about separating FBA, ADOS, I'm this, I'm that, and all this other weirdness. Because when it goes down, it doesn't matter. You're going to get squashed like a roach. Your sons, already primed to be effeminate in prison, are going to live that life instead of fighting as warriors for our survival. Our women will continuously be whores for these OFAs, and you will go right back to where we were pre-Civil War. Now, the look may be different because they may be bending you over while you wearing a Versace shirt or some Louis sandals. But the thing, the energy, the essence will be the same. That's just what it is. Now, you can say hell no if you want to, but this is the question here. Where's your army? Where do you send money to support? All war efforts have to be supported. If you didn't pick that up in history class, Revolutionary War had to be supported. Civil War had to be supported. World War One and Two and Vietnam. All of these people worked in factories, armaments. They put their women to work to fund this is not you. What are you doing? Y'all don't do that. Y'all fund people that's going to make you laugh and chuckle and dance and play with their balls online. That's who you fund. That's who you watch. That's who takes the majority of your attention. Your muscle to exercise, to build. What you're going to need isn't there. You laugh at the Palestinians who's been throwing rocks since the 70s. You never studied the Irish Republic Army. You didn't study Vietnam and the Viet Cong. You don't know of these things. You don't. The only wars you've been watching are gang wars by ignorant little black boys who don't know who their true and living selves are. That's it. Individuals who don't know how to clean a firearm. You understand? Individuals who, in their anger, in their trauma, shooting up the community and unaliving, as we just seen in Harlem last night, 61-year-old grandmothers. 61 years old. They made it through Reaganomics, the crack era, Generation Hip Hop and all that to get shot. Because she came out of the building looking for her grandson. This is the war shit that y'all think y'all know about and think y'all prepared for when these old faces start coming through. So now, as we're watching the U.S. and they're going to send black troops over there to get it done because you got this black ass general looking like Debo making the statements. Okay, U.S. AFRICOM's statement on Burkina Faso. During a Senate Armed Services Committee hearing on April 3rd, 2025, General Michael Langley, commander of the United States Africa Command, delivered the command's 2025 posture statement, emphasizing the strategic importance of the African continent to U.S. national security. So they saying that a free Africa is a threat to the United States national security. So when you listening to your mans in them, yeah, the fake conscious DVD making dude, yeah, the chauffeur for the pimps, to pick up the cleaning, go get my shoes and go get my gold blazer out the cleaners. When y'all listening to that dude separate you from your brothers, he's in alignment with the United States government, like I've been telling y'all, because he never did clarify when the Fed supposedly came to his house for the squatting or the swatting incident. Where's the paperwork on that? But as you got these individuals consistently telling you, you're not African, you shouldn't worry about that. Watch the divide and rule, because they're going to send these ignorant black folk with patches of USA on it and send them into Burkina Faso, into Niger. And I want you to watch your face when you ace, rolling the dice, hoping that you don't have to witness what has been going on in Palestine with their women and children and elders right there. Right there on the continent. When you start seeing that shit coming through Twitter. Little black babies with their arms and legs blown away. By who? Huh? By black men from over here. Black women from over here. So I want you Pan-Africanists to tell me, what is the charging order? Okay? What is the charging order? Are you Pan-Africanists or not? Ain't no sitting idle. Ain't no neutral. Do you have your paperwork? Do you have your social security card? Your new ID? Your passport that states unequivocally that you are an American and you are ready to ignore what is getting ready to happen over there. All that woke and conscious shit is out the window. I don't care what you read or studied. What are you about to do? Yeah, because all them SPOs that's getting $40,000, $50,000 to work the streets in the community, they gonna offer them $60,000, $70,000 to enlist in the armed forces to go over there and fight in Africa. The same way they had them fighting in Germany, fighting in Vietnam, fighting in Korea. What is your black ass gonna do? What's your statement? Okay, let's finish. While responding to a question from Senator Roger Wicker about corruption and bribery linked to trade with China, General Langley alleged that Burkina Faso's mineral revenues, along with some financial flows from Chinese cooperation, were being used to sustain the ruling military regime rather than benefiting the Burkinabe population. Absolutely, Chairman. I see this and I don't mind calling it out, Langley said. Captain Ibrahim Traore in Burkina Faso, their gold reserves are just in exchange to protect the junta regime. It is always a regime that is false when it is in the hands of black people. So all that billionaire and black excellence and all this other weird shit that y'all been so enamored by, giving attention to, I hope that when you see it, when you're witnessing it, that your soul feels good, that you're a proud American. Because there's no gray areas. Either you're in or you're out. What does our support for them look like? And I don't care who you call. Call Kaba Kamene, call Professor Smalls, call old Jermaine. Jared and all of them. And I'm telling you that they just talking. What does our people supposed to do from here? And if they can't answer that, then they hummer-stunting. Hummer-stunting. And they are not fit to be called leaders, elders, educators, none of that shit. This is what I've been saying for the longest. You cannot wait until you're in a foxhole to figure out who is official and who isn't. It's too late then. It's too late then. And all of you brothers and sisters that immigrated from that continent to come here and get Americanized and get you a degree and a house and all these Nigerian weddings and all this shit that y'all going on reality TV with. I hope that it is enough to heal your soul when you watch the war that's about to go down. I hope you can drape yourself in your Louis blankets. I hope you can have enough butt sex to heal your heart when you start seeing them babies with their heads knocked off. I hope it's enough for you. I hope it's enough to blind you. I hope you could go to white Jesus. And Muhammad. I hope you can do all that and it can heal you from when you start seeing video after video after video of them old face running up in those countries using these black bodies from North Carolina, Mississippi, South Carolina, Virginia, all these military, oh, I'm just going to get the college money. I'm just going into service, yeah. Yeah, to do this and do. Nah, ain't none of that neutral shit. Yo, you getting deployed. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. So I hope it's enough for you. Because this is not staggered newspapers. This is not something that you're going to have to wait 10 years to read about in history books. This is going to be real-time action. Nicole Simmons, much appreciation for funding the war effort. This is going to be real-time. So what are you going to do? What is your role? Are you supporting what's about to happen from the Trumpers to Hakeem Jeffries and all these other people that's going to go through with that effort? I bet you, ask your black electeds where they stand on this. And they ain't going to be quiet. What are you supposed to do? How does somebody who is in their feelings and in their mental space and believing that they have a connection to melanated people globally, what are you supposed to do? How do you participate in what's to come? If they can't answer that, then I don't know why y'all watching them. I don't know why y'all paying attention to them unless you're high. You're high. You like the distraction. Okay? You're comfortable in your own oppression. You're waiting until your days expire here. That's it. You dig? I mean, I know what I'm going to do. I know what to do. Whether the war effort is funded or not, I gets busy. I'm a walking manifestation of my beliefs. Without a question. As a soldier, I know my role. Trained by them old phase on various different weapons. Trained by elders in the Republic of New Africa and the Black Liberation Army how to get busy. I know what I'm going to do. Okay? Simple as that. Now, I didn't mean to get so heavy so early, but you said business first, right? Okay. So we took care of that order of business. Yeah, you're gonna have to ponder on that shit. What is your role? What do you do? How do you move? How do you support them? Or do you support them? You got to figure that out. You got to figure it out. And the way it's being worded, you don't have a lot of time. So when y'all go into them other platforms, ask them that. Ask them specifically, what is your charging order? Specifically, what doctrine do you follow? Specifically, as a Pan-Africanist, what is my role? And see if they tell you. See if they'll do, an Instagram live with you and, let you, dialogue back and forth. See if they'll do it. Or if they just want to keep their subscription base up so they could get their little $3 or $4 grand a month and pay their mortgage to the old fay. Because that's what most of the channels are doing. They living off of y'all. Most of them. 90% of them. Whether they're conscious, woke, or entertainment based. Yeah. Ain't giving you no real answers. No. Because they pledge allegiance to the flag. They pledge allegiance to the bag. Yeah. Tam May, much appreciation for funding the war effort. Okay? Let's continue. Let's go to Georgia now. Yeah, let's go to Georgia. Okay? Mr. Warbucks, we see you. What up? Let's go to Georgia. There's been an update in a case that was bothering so many people. Right? The two twins that were found unalived. And we knew it was something fishy. We know we needed Shaggy and Scooby on the scene. Because them Yahoo cops down there, they gonna keep it tight-lipped because, they probably, more than likely, knew what was up from the rip. Yeah, we should have had Shag and Scoob and them down there. Okay, Fred and them and shit. Anyway, a volunteer firefighter has been charged with obstruction, accused of taking photos of teenage twin brothers found unalive with gunshot wounds on the Georgia mountain this month. All right? Scott Curlin, 42, of Hiawassee, Georgia. Was charged with misdemeanor obstruction after he was accused of taking photos of the bodies of 19-year-old twin brothers Kadir Malik Lewis and Nazir Rahim Lewis and sharing them publicly. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hikers found the bodies of the teens who are from Lawrenceville at the top of Bell Mountain in Hiawassee the morning of Saturday, March 8th. The mountain is about 90 miles from their home. Authorities have said their unalives are a murder-suicide. According to the preliminary investigation, however, the Lewis family has vehemently disputed that claim, saying the boys were inseparable, never got into fistfights, and were not familiar with Bell Mountain. Excuse me. How did they end up out in the mountains? They don't hike out there. They've never been out there. Samira Brawner previously told the news in Atlanta they don't know anything about Hiawassee, Georgia. They never even heard of Bell Mountain. So how did they end up right there? It's not clear exactly how Curlin, a volunteer firefighter in Towns County, shared the photo of the scene. So how you get pictures and nobody know? Nobody know how they got there. How did this dude get pictures? According to an update from the Georgia Bureau of Investigation on Tuesday, Curlin was a volunteer firefighter in the county where Bell Mountains is located. Curlin is accused of taking photos of the unalivement scene and sharing them. Officials have not shared details about where Curlin allegedly shared the photos. Curlin has been terminated from his position as a volunteer firefighter for violation of protocol. Now listen, all that volunteer firefighter bullshit, that be them fake jobs. His wife more than likely is on welfare. He's some yahoo that, chuck beers back and forth. More than likely a Trumper. Okay? And fits the profile. Fits the profile. Has the look and everything of somebody who despises melanated people. My question here okay, is why haven't we allowed our people to understand the profile of white people who believe in their bones of racism? There's a profile. And in that profile, why haven't our people learned to stay the hell away from them? What is the matter? Why are you not on point when you see white folk? What is it? What is that? That is not weird when you see them. You're supposed to, after all of the history, recent and past, you're supposed to see white men specifically and say, yo, I'm getting away from this dude. Walking away, getting away from them. Why would these two young boys not understand that? So you could grow your kids up and educate them and tell them to be the best of a citizen, to be proud. You understand what I'm saying? To be an excellent scholar, athlete, to give them motivation and drive. But if you're not teaching them the truth about white folk, it's a done deal. These were excellent young men, students, respectable. But in the South, you're not telling them to stay away from white people at all costs? Then you're doing a disservice to them. You're doing a disservice to them. But I get it. Because all the athletes got OFAs on their arms. Even in what just happened to Shannon Sharp, today we see a new picture of Cheeky Meeky Mill in a water, some ocean of some sort, with two OFAs. Now we know for a fact that the Puffster annihilated his grippers. We know for a fact, okay, that them NFL executive owners, those people he called friends, the Rubens and all that, then had him in all type of grippergate situations. And yet and still, he can smile with two OFAs, one in each arm. And when our children see that, and they see people like Rick Ross say, you can't be scared to go in a room full of white folk and tell them your dreams. That has an impact on our children. Because them white folks will give you your dreams because your dreams ain't about nothing. You don't have dreams of freedom, liberation. You have dreams of trinkets. So they'll tell you, if you give me them rippers, I'll give you a car. Don't worry about it. Nobody will know. Come through the party. That's what's being done. Why isn't it being taught? I don't care how old your child is. You're supposed to be telling them this is a profile of somebody that will take your life. White, dirty blonde. Blue eyes or brown eyes, it don't matter. White skin is harmful to your existence. It's plain and simple. What is your fear in telling them the truth? What is your fear? They've been watching Karens act up for the last decade. Lying. Wilding out. Lying in front of police. On film. You're lying. To get them to harm, to lynch, to arrest, to imprison black skin. There is a profile. I don't care what it is. Melanin deficient, stay away. Stay away. It's that simple. No good is coming from your interactions with them. They want you strung out on drugs. They want to put you in a space where you're going to consistently allow them free reign over your body sexually. They want to own your labor. They want to own your intellectual property. And when you're all done, they want to own your organs. It's in their policies. It's in their constitutions. It's in their contracts for work. It's in everything. Why are you not teaching your kids to stay the hell away from them? At all costs. Because how could this one man get two brothers? I want you to ponder that. Two young men. As he was able to get up close and do something. What's the toxicology report? Did these twins, were they drugged? Did they have something in their system? How come they couldn't get away? It's a serious business here. And as you see, this Debo-ass looking general talk about going up into Africa. It's like I said yesterday, you have people that look just like you, but in their heart, they desire what Trump, Elon, they desire what Pelosi, they desire what King Charles, they desire white Jesus. They desire what these people want, and they will rock you. They will turn you in. You turn your head. They will bust you in your head. That is what we're in. We're in deep. So if you're not in a space where you know that you're going to be loved, educated, supported, if you can't get that from anywhere else and you're not here, I don't know what to tell you. I don't. That's how real it's getting. You better know your circle. Y'all better have goals. Y'all better be working towards those goals. You better have that discipline. And the goal can't be nothing that these old faces put in front of your face. That's easy work. That's light work. Everything they got, they stole from you. So you ain't saying shit. But then I got a doctorate. I have a master's degree. Man, you been mastering shit. You are science and math. You have connection to the DNA of the universe. You telling me that you feel like you somebody because an old fake gave you a degree? You built this shit, dummy. They can't tell you nothing. What is your objective? If your objective isn't liberation, then you in the wrong space. Go to CVS, get your baby oils, go to Target and get your lube, and wait for them to come through. That's it. Plain and simple. If you don't want liberation, just wait for them. They'll take your 401k. You could do all that. Your fake ass deeds, your bullshit house, or keep it. It means nothing. You are gods and earths. How dare you reduce yourself to something that the devil told you you were? That don't make any sense at all. Teach your kids to stay the hell away from them. Put the profile up on the refrigerator in their bedrooms. Stay away from the old fae and mean it. I tell that girl all the time, I better not catch you around no whitey white. Got no love for you at all. They don't know how to love. It's not in their DNA. Just that simple. Don't feel no ways about it. It's the truth. That's it. There's a profile. Mass clappers in schools and high schools and Columbine and all this other. There's a profile that y'all still not getting. Because you want to be comfortable. You want to have I work hard and have a home. I put a down payment. I have a home. I work hard. I pass it down to my kids. And get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. You sound dumb. Shit is stupid. That's not godly. That's not universal. That's not truth. You're cowering down and worshiping man, trinkets, items. And let's move on. Yeah, we got to move on. We got to move on. Oh, Unc. Now, we got on Shannon yesterday. Again, we don't know if these allegations are true. It seemed very suspect from the text messages going back and forth, knowing that they were in a relationship. However, was not known to me yesterday that this girl, now question the age, I thought it was 25 or 26. I thought that this was, and that was a stretch for me. Remember, I said these are children. You under 30, man, in all reality, all you can do is pick up my clothes from the cleaners. I'm sorry. I can't. What are we talking about? At all. 35, you pushing it. You got to be a bad 35. 40 plus to ride on my bus. Yeah. We don't do that. Now I'm hearing Shorty was 20. 20 years old with those text messages back and forth from last year, which means 19, and he might have been with her because he said 2 years. So she was 18. So 18, 19, then you 50-something, and this little girl is talking about sticking her tongue in your gripper? Really? Really, Shannon Sharp, a teenager. How she get like that? Now, of course, we know how them old fays move. Yeah. On the farm, with pets, with, cousins and Uncle Jed and all that old weirdness. We know that, but it doesn't make it right. And definitely not for no Hall of Fame football player who's been, man, in a position of wealth, riches for the longest, who could have anybody. You got this little girl in your grip a hole with her mouth? Really, sir? That's what she wrote. And you didn't respond. She wrote that. And said going to marry you after she does it. Y'all had that conversation. With a 20-year-old? Son, you wildin'. But it gets deeper. Because now today, after you put out your statement, you try to go right back to work. How the hell we seeing footage of you in the ring wrestling like a big old country nigga wrestling with a boxer? Terrence Crawford, what are you doing? You already in need of a fight. You can't find a decent fight. Canelo done dubbed you, so now you looking for a fight. So what you gonna do in the meantime? Try to go viral? You wrestling with Ms. Netta? Wrestling. Like big country nigga, wrestling. He looked just like, and I'm gonna keep it a buck, just like Fleece Johnson in that 20v1. Same positioning. Fleece was trying to grab that little young dude by the gripper. And I don't know what old Shannon was trying to do to Bud, but it looked sus to me. He huffing and puffing. And you in the boxing ring. Why you ain't got no gloves on? With a little light sparring, little glove and mitt. The hell you doing wrestling that big old ass dude? Bud? Terrence Crawford? Pound for pound, the greatest boxer in the world. You in the ring with no gloves? With a football player 3 times your size and he just a wrestling on you? Come on. What y'all doing? What are you doing? You don't even allow people to get you in the clinch in the ring. Terrence, but you let him just hog on you. Neck to neck, face to face, ooh, and all that grabbing and shit. Ain't no grabbing on me. What y'all doing? Who play like that? We don't play like that. Not no grown-ass men. That's sus. That's sus. This dude getting ready to sign a $100 million deal. But you got millions. You playing in that ring with this big old oaf dude and he trying to get extra. And you twist an ankle or something. Y'all playing, man. That's some sus stuff, man. He was trying to feel your grippers, bud, and you ain't think nothing of it. You ain't think to say, yo, hold on. I know we scheduled this interview and this play, but we got to switch this up, man, because these allegations, I don't know. They say you be at the basketball game with a dude and another dude, and you wearing these Mercers and all that. Now you want to hug all up on me? Well, who said that we not supposed to be blow to blow, glove to glove? Who said that? Who put that thing together? Who put that thing together? It's like Tony said, who put that thing together? Because something was looking real fishy. Looks sus to me. Looks sus to me. I'm calling it. I used to box. My trainers ain't even want us lifting weights. Straight like that. You pushing on this big dude. He leaning on you. Just like Fleece Johnson was trying to lean on that youngin' and trying to grip him up. All up there in the back door. We ain't doing that. We ain't not doing that. But I said, yo, hold on, time out. Get this man hands wrapped and get him in some gloves, man. Let's do a little light sparring, little tap here and there. What's all the wrestling for? You think about 280. Bud is about $160. Walk around weight 170. What you doing? Huh? What type of content is that? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. We don't play them games. At all. So I don't know what kind of dance that was. Looks sus to me. Moving on. Okay. Looks like for Woo Wednesday, yeah, they got Woo Wednesday. So for Woo Wednesday, we happen to see some real funny style pictures going around. Yeah, with the actors that play RZA and Ghostface. Man, now I knew the RZA dude was a little, Roy G. Biv. I ain't know that Ghostface dude was, though. What's his name? Sadiq Saunderson. Looked a little sus. Looked a little weird. Had on some little, East Village makeup on. Yeah. And the other boy sure always want to hike up his clothing and show his knee-knees and his thighs and man, I know Cause see, remember, I was trying to understand that venom that Ghost was spitting at him. I don't know that dude. I never seen him. Cause I distinctly, and I cannot find it, it was scrubbed. I remember Ghost saying that the dude did a good job playing him. I remember that interview. I cannot find it. That's why even Dude was taken aback when Ghost started with that. I don't know him. I ain't seen him. I didn't even watch that shit. He was going hard. I was like, why he doing that? And then the information came out that his son was Lil Roy G. Biv. So I guess he know that actor dude, Lil Roy G. Biv. So he was trying to distance himself from it. But it's just an actor. That ain't you, Ghost. That's somebody playing you. You, come on now. You know how that do. Y'all been in the business a while. That's not a reflection on you. No. The actors, lesbians. Yeah. Casting couch regulars. That ain't a reflection on you or the RZA. Nah, man. So for Woo Wednesday, we gotta clarify this, man. Those individuals are actors from the Wu-Tang Saga. In real life, if they Roy G. Biv, so be it. Okay? That's all. That's all. Actors, lesbians. Okay? So calm down. Calm down. All right? Puffs to be home soon to straighten it all out, to take care of everybody. Y'all be back in order real soon. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Now, where we going before I get up out of here? Because I got things to do. I really do. I got things to do. Chicken gizzards to find, all that. Okay, what's the last thing I said? Oh! Yeah, your girl DoeChii. It was real slick how they brought her through the door. People really thought that, she was spitting and flowing and performing and brown girl power, black girl magic. I wasn't listening to the weird shit she was saying. Sounding like a Black Queen Marshall Mathers. She was sounding real weird and off. And then all of a sudden she transformed into Lil Nas X to the 10th power. Now they got the child somewhere with no shoes on. Looking like a mad ass storm. You know what I'm saying? Without her cape. I'm trying to figure out what happened. She doesn't look happy and looks like she might be under the influence of something. Because you got to be. You got on some damn leather and they ain't even goddess sandals. You got on some leather socks with the toes missing. Some panty drawers up your behind and some little t-shirt. That's going to be your uniform from now on? Because that's all we've been seeing for the last couple of months is your bare brown ass. How much is enough? When are they going to clothe this child? Because they're parading her around in front of the old face on some Sarah Brockman stuff here. Okay, did they run with Lizzo? Which was understandable because they let Rikishi do it in the WWE for so long. And Lizzo had talent. She can blow, she can move for her big ass, she can blow she can sing, she can do all that. So people was questioning like, damn, is she really a big girl? Because damn it, she don't get winded. And she moves. So you started to ignore the fact that her ass was out. But not this. See, when you extra dark and you extra melanated, you stand out. That is power. When a woman is that black, she draws attention. That is beauty. You looking and saying, well, god damn. But she's a child. And she already said that, man, listen, I'll let anybody play with this cookie, male or female, Roy G. Biv or not, drunk or sober. The cookie is for whoever I feel should play in it. But they setting her up. Yeah. They couldn't do it with Scar Lip. Okay? Lil Uzi Vert is too messed up. And they locked all the rest of them up. So now this is it. They're trying to move the queen on the chessboard. If we could get her to be an influence and consistently be an influence, maybe we can get all of the little melanated girls naked. Summertime is coming. And because of it and how these people are moving on this anti-black campaign, it could be a whole lot of missing little black children, boys and girls. Okay, could be a whole lot of new DV cases because they're encouraging the black man to hate the black woman. This could be a real funky summer for a lot. How do we move as a people who have some sense into a space where we are going to be secure, loving ourselves, educating ourselves, and walking to a clear path? Y'all got to start answering these questions. Y'all got to start asking these questions of yourselves and others because it's critical now. This ain't no bullshit. And we getting old, man. Listen, if I was still in the service, I'd be a 3-star general right now. I'm telling you, I move like I'm still in the service. That is my mind. That I am a general over my people, but I'm getting up there. And I'm telling you that. I'm getting up there. And my patience for the bullshit is thin. It is time. It has been time for us to be in consistent battle. If y'all not ready, Wait till the Buffs to come home, or go see Fleece, or go to Washington and swear allegiance and just do what you do. But if you sick and tired of being sick and tired, yo, it's time to fight, man. Question yourself, be disciplined, be motivated, support those who support you, and let's get busy, man, because they moving. They moving. They coming. They making moves. And it all counts. Nobody's neutral. I don't care if you're going to the store and that white man been in that store in your community for 25 years. Ask him, how does his existence benefit you? Get him up out of there. Going to work, co-workers, bro, you been in there with you 20 years. She never invited you to shit, but that's your friend. You're working constant cooperation with them. She don't vote for nothing that's going to make sure your kids have and hers don't. She ain't your friend. Y'all better let that shit start ringing in y'all heads. It is that serious. Go in the goddamn store and there's one carton of eggs left and you got $8 and that same broad you've been working with for 20 years and her pale ass got $10. She ain't giving you nothing. You gonna take that egg and I see you at work, Shamika, and walk. Keep playing. Keep thinking the way you've been thinking. All right? Ms. Lovelace, much appreciation for the super chat. Yep, it's very critical, more than ever, that we be disciplined. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Okay? So again, classroom assistants, much appreciation for holding me down as y'all always do. Ooh, to y'all. Okay, much appreciation. Make sure y'all come back to class safely with all 10 fingers and 10 toes. It's a war going on out there, I'm telling you. A war going on out there. The elected officials ain't doing nothing. The police ain't doing nothing. The no good dudes in your hood ain't doing shit. Come to class and get in where you fit in. Okay? Regina, we see you. What's going on? Kim B, absolutely. Much appreciation for the super chat. Okay? Remember, don't believe in me. Believe in my belief in you. Walk your streets and your paths and your drives with clean ears and clear eyes. All y'all truckers, get to your destination safely. Watch for them pigs out there. If you're tired, man, blow that horn. Make that noise. Pull over to the side if you got that cat shit in your eyes. Don't drive and stay away from them rest stop dots. I'm telling you. Stay away from them. Okay? Anybody is doing anything based on self-proprietorships, put it in the comments. Go to the community, put it in the comments. Marcy, the makeup artist extraordinaire with the good hair. God damn it, put it down there. Okay? Merch, put y'all merch up. Do what y'all do. This is a community for y'all to build on. Share information with each other. Make connections. You in this city, I'm over here. Do what y'all do because ain't nobody else going to do it. They not. They're going to make sure that you are part of what they got. And they are worshiping they masters. They're not telling you to do it the way I'm telling you to do it. Love on each other sincerely, but be careful. Be careful. They will damn sure try to infiltrate us. Okay? We not letting that happen. All right? And that's what y'all do. You dig? And of course, my classroom assistants, y'all run everything by me. I don't give a damn who it is. They reach out to you, what. I know I don't play. My classroom assistants, I meet y'all in face to face. I don't play no games with that. They know how I get. They know how I get. Mine is mine. No harm come to mine. Okay? And y'all do what y'all do. I got to talk to y'all women folk. I'm telling you, y'all acting a little crazy in these streets. Y'all gonna get yourself together. I'm telling you right now. All right? We're gonna have a woman's up class real soon because y'all wilding. You dig? Paperwork always good. Shout out to Ja out there in Strong Island. Peace to the gods and the earths. Okay? We building. And 55, gang. I see all y'all 55, gang. Get y'all grades.